Good morning, everybody. It's the last weekend of June. Happy Saturday. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. We got a lot to cover today. So happy you guys could be here with all the family here. If this is your first time here, this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. Mexico is such a wonderful place to visit, to move to live in. And I've been here for about 20 years now. So if you're new here, ask any questions about living in Mexico. Where are the best places to live? What kind of food can you eat? What's the cost of living situation? This is not my show. It's your show. We're a big family here. We're headed to 12,000 subscribers, and we're just here to have a funky good time, as James Brown would tell you. Okay, let's see. We got the buck stops. We got the buck stops here in the house. Lenora Wilson, good morning to you. Jamie, and in Canada, who's coming down soon. Yes, this is the end of an era. Mazatlan has been a lot of fun, been very good to me. And Jamie, thank you for the emails. Char Williams, talked with her last week. Thank you, Char, so much. And David, my new neighbor in Morelia. It's rainy in Morelia. And David, thanks for trying to help me find a place. David lives in Morelia with his lovely wife, Maria. Jamie, looks like rain. Some videos. Okay, right on, Jamie. Mary Jane, let's get this party started. Let's go with it. Dario is in the house from Santa Barbara, Central Coast. Woo, been there on a date. Rashi from Australia. We got Australia in the house. And my friend, Rudy Clemens. Thank you so much, Rudy. I got stories to tell about how I'm getting there and all the good stuff that's going on. And good morning to pretty boy Brian Maiden. Let's give Bill a great farewell from Mazatlan. Give him lots of love. Thank you so much, Mr. Brian Pretty Boy Maiden. And if you're new here, feel free to introduce yourself. We got Deborah in the house from Houston. Hola, Deborah. Dominique is in the house. We got a bunch of regulars in the house. I think Dominique is going to come down and visit in Morelia when she comes down shortly. And look who is here. She thinks, so she speaks, is in the house. Thank you so much. And the one and only Ms. Sam, Feliz Sábado to everyone. Yes, Ms. Sam. And for those people that do not speak Spanish, Feliz Sábado. Feliz is happy, and Sábado is Saturday. And that's what today is. Right on, girl. You come on down. And look who showed up this morning, none other than Dwayne. Dwayne, buenos dias, everyone from Elk Grove, California. Guess you got to be somewhere. Oh, and look who has shown up today. Matt Brazelton. We missed you for the last couple of weeks, dude. Oh, so happy to have you here. Oh, good morning everywhere. Ken Art, the money hustler, is in the house. We ought to do an interview with Ken Art on how he makes his money. He says anybody can do it. I think he makes like $10 million a week. Got his own private jet flying around. Him and Taylor Swift hook up, fly around the world, go to different continents and stuff. And he's not a day trader. It's called something else, but something like that. Oh, but thank you. Hola to you. We have a lot going on today. A little information. I spoke with someone there's so much going on. I have so much to be happy about. Uh, I have so much to be happy about. Life is so joyous. I'm just surrounded by love. When I go to the little stores down here, and I'm going to go pick up my laundry again. That's what I do on Saturday. And I'm going to kiss both the ladies that work there, Louisa and Alejandra. They're going to have I got sheets and pillows and all that kind of stuff in there. And then I'm going to go to this place where I get vegetables. And there's there's so much love in Mexico. And then my channel, this is a fun thing to do, all you people, my family. But there's so much love in Mexico. And I had a couple of very wonderful experiences this week. I got to tell you about my landlord. I think we got questions. Okay, Bill. Bill, are you going to tell the ladies that you pick your laundry up from that you're leaving? Yeah, I told them. Yeah, I told them like last week that I told them maybe 2 weeks ago that I was leaving. They were sad. I hope I don't cry today when I see them. Liston Henry, hola Liston. Thank you very much for blessing us with your presence today. Good morning, the Gonzalez Billy boy. Yes, I used to be Billy. I was little Billy because my dad was Big Bill. Big Bill and little Billy. I'm junior. Actually, I'm the fourth. And I know her real name because she emailed me this week. And thanks for, and it's so funny because all you people, you have these names. And then I email people, they email me. I get to know these people's real, like I know Miss Sam's real name, La Dulce Vita. I know her real name. That's hilarious. Look who is in the house. Looky here, that girl, she used to live right down the street, and that girl, I walk by your building 5 days a week. I look up, and she used to live like 2 or 3 blocks away. And of course, that girl, some guy got shot a half block from where your building is, right? Some guy got shot at 10 o'clock in the morning. It was like on a Tuesday morning. He has 3 little dogs. They robbed him and stuff like that. But nobody messes with me because I'm Bill the Geek. People know better than to mess with me. But great. Oh, and that girl, I got to say, that girl, we used to go to Walmart. We used to go to Walmart like twice a month, once a month. And she said, you really should check out Morelia. I think Morelia would be a good vibe for you. So I think that girl really kind of opened the curtain for me for checking Morelia out. And girl, you were right, but we're so happy to see you here today. Okay, right on. Thank you, girl. Saludos that means hello. Saludos from El Paso, Texas, where it was 109 degrees. Get out of there. That's why I'm moving to Morelia, man. Last summer here, Ray, it was 114 degrees. I don't think so. I'm not going through that anymore. But let me get back to this story about my landlord. So my landlord has been fabulous for 2 years. My place is fabulous. I'm going to show many clips of Mazatlan, and I think this will be most likely the last weekend when I'm going to show any Mazatlan beach stuff or drone stuff, but I got a bunch of that all lined up. But my landlord is wonderful. If I contact my landlord by email or give her a call, if she doesn't answer immediately, 5 minutes later, she's going to contact me. I paid my rent on time every month for 2 years. And she's really positive and upbeat all of the time. But I talked with somebody this week or last week, one of our subscribers, and the person is actually here with us today. And this person said, I've heard in Mexico you have problems getting your rent deposit back, and there must be 200 units in this building, and I think I'm the only unit that is a condo owned by not the company that owns this building. So a friend of mine moved out of here, and he was paying like, I'm going to say, he was paying like $1,300 a month. And the organization, he moved out, and they took $500 off of his deposit because the bathroom ceiling was moldy. I mean, what does he have to do with that? But they took $500 off of his $1,300 deposit. He was upset. Okay. So and then somebody asked me, well, I heard they had problems with getting your money back. And so I was kind of worried about it. And so my landlord was supposed to come over tomorrow morning, Sunday morning at 11:30. We had an appointment. So I've been doing stuff to clean the place up. I wanted to get my full deposit back, but then I started thinking, well, if I just get half of the deposit back, I'll be good with half the deposit. Maybe I just get $200. My deposit was about $800, depending on how you look at the peso, something like that. So anyway, my landlord, who lives in Durango, Gabby, she contacts me. I'm cleaning stuff up. I still needed to sweep and mop the floor. Hadn't gotten that. All the toilets are clean. I got all that stuff done. But she contacts me yesterday morning at 9:30, and she says, Bill, me and my son are in town. Can I come and check out the apartment today instead of Sunday? And I'm thinking, what I thought was that was through WhatsApp. So I'm thinking, crap. If she comes over now, I didn't sweep the floor. I need to mop the floor. I mean, all my surfaces were dusted and clean. The kitchen's clean. No dirty dishes. The refrigerator's clean. I really wasn't ready. But I said, oh, sure. She said, well, when can I come over? And I said, well, just come over now. Come over right now. And she came over with her son and her son's fiance, Gabrielle and Diana. And we had a great time. I showed her little things that were problematic about the apartment, just little stupid things. I shared with her what I really liked about the apartment. And we just had so much fun. She's so cute and positive. I don't know what happened to her husband. But anyway, so we're ready to wrap things up, and we hadn't talked about any money or anything. And so she was getting ready to leave the apartment. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, what about my deposit money? Girl, we haven't talked about my deposit money. And I didn't think about it until I saw that they were getting ready to leave, right? So they're getting ready to leave, and she says, oh, Bill, and your deposit. Oh, and she said, she was so sweet. And she said, you paid your rent on time every month. And you're also always so positive and so happy. And it's such a joy to talk to you. And she said, look, here is your full deposit. It was 13,500 pesos. And today's peso rate, that's about $785. And she she had a little envelope. I should have it here with me right now, but she had a little envelope, and she pulled out the envelope, this little manila yellow envelope, and she counted out 13,500 pesos. And then she gave me a big hug, and she says, Bill, we're friends forever. Can we communicate forever? And I said, sure, Gabby, right on. And so I got so for all the myths, I've been down here 20 years, and I'm going to say 98% of the time I've gotten my full deposit back. People are very honest and friendly. She's Mexican, lives in Durango, but I was very happy about that because I wasn't sure how it was going to go. When it comes to money, you never know what people are really going to do, but everything came through just fabulous. So let's get back to people leaving comments over here. We got Doc. Hola, Bill. It's Doc in the house. I've reserved an Airbnb for the month of September to do an exploratory for 60 days. Going to check out Ajijic and Chapala. First, my soft landing spot. I think that, Doc, Chapala and Ajijic are great landing spots, especially if your Spanish is kind of limited. There are expats like Matt Brazelton, who's in the house right now, living in Ajijic. And a lot of these people travel throughout Mexico a lot, and then they go back to Ajijic. So it's great to land in Chapala, Ajijic. So many expats there, and you can ask them all kinds of questions. Where have you been? Where would you live? Ajijic is a fabulous place, and good luck with that. I think it's a great soft landing place. And of course, they say that they have the best climate in the world. Michelle, hola, Bill, can't wait to hear about Morelia. I'm planning to visit there in September. Email me and we'll have to hook up. Buck stops here. 63 degrees windy and sunny in Falcon near Colorado Springs, Colorado, also known as America's City. And for what it's worth, the weather here in Mazatlan is it's cloudy, totally cloudy, no rain, hot and humid. The humidity is thick as a brick, and I can't wait this is my last Saturday in Mazatlan. I can't wait. I can't wait to get out of this humidity. I hate the humidity. I'm gone. I'm out of here. But Mazatlan has been great to me. They had a big, it rained last week for a couple of days, and the 7th floor in this building was just built. And everybody on the 7th floor got flooded. All of the air conditioners started just streaming with water. Water was coming out of ceiling electrical outlets. It was a zoo. Nothing. I'm on the 4th floor. Nothing happened to me. But I'm out of here. Out of here. I love the rain. I love the rain. Nancy, hola, Nancy. Rather late than never, girl. Always happy to see you in the house. And even Katrina the Maker has shown up today. And my girl from Columbus, Ohio, Ms. Matthews. I hope all is well, Ms. Matthews. Yeah, that's great news. Money. I got money in my pocket. That's travel money. That's travel cash. I got travel cash. Safe travels. Thank you very much, Ms. Matthews. Yeah, I got travel cash. Now I want to tell you about my bus situation. Okay, so I went to get my bus ticket like 2 weeks ago. Oh, I went to the bus station on a weekday, and I tell you, I tell you, all generalities are false. But the people that sell the bus tickets are all, I don't know. I've never met one person selling a bus ticket, and I've taken a lot of buses that spoke English, which is kind of weird. And they're all a little standoffish, and they're not. I'm, all generalities are false, but they're only kind of like halfway upbeat, friendly. But anyway, so the bus fare is 1,200 pesos from Mazatlan to Morelia. It's a 15-hour drive. I go through Tepic. I go through Mazatlan. No, let me show the map. It's kind of hard to see, but I'll start in the upper left-hand corner in Mazatlan, and the bus, you can see Guadalajara in the middle of the map with the big blue dot. That's Lake Chapala, the largest lake in Mexico. And then we'll head east, and you can see Morelia down there at the bottom of the map. So the bus is going to go all the way there. So I got a direct bus. And that's important to know how to say in Mexico. Quiero un autobús directo. That means I want one bus going all the way there. And I'm going to have 3 suitcases, a desktop computer, then my bag. So I don't want to get to one spot and have to move all that stuff to another bus. But anyway, it was 1,200 pesos. So I had my senior citizen discount card. So 1,200 pesos, I don't know. My mind's slipping this morning, but that's like $60. But with my senior citizen discount card, that's $30. So I went Friday, which is yesterday, and actually bought my ticket. And I'll leave Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. I'll be on the bus all night. I'll arrive in Morelia at noon. So, I was thinking, you get on the bus, and then you think about, well, who am I going to sit next to? Or, is there going to be enough room to really relax? I mean, I'm going to be on the bus for 15 hours. So I'm in there getting my ticket, and I think to myself, you know what? I'm thinking to myself, self, you know what? You need to be comfy cozy on a 15-hour trip. So I bought 2 seats. I bought the first 2 seats in the front row of the bus. And so the lady behind the counter, she said, well, okay, I can give you half off of one seat, but you have to pay full price for the other seat. So my full fare will be 1,900 pesos for 2 seats. That's a little less than $100. And because I bought 2 seats, they're not going to charge me for any luggage. So that's very cool. I have my laptop. I have 2 seats. Don't have to worry about some lady getting on the bus sitting next to me with her little infant baby. She's changing her diapers and all that kind of stuff. No, I ain't doing none of that. Everything is copacetic. 15 hours, 2 seats, get some sandwiches, I'll have Wi-Fi, the hotspot on my phone for my laptop, planning future videos, thinking about you guys. How can I provide more information about the joys of living in Mexico? Okay, so let's get back over here to comments. Let's see what's going on. Here we go. La Doce Vita, you might need to live stream from the bus so we can go along the ride. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Char, hi, Bill. Thank you again for putting me in contact with Ms. Sam. We had a great conversation and plan to meet up in December. And for those of you that want to communicate with one another, my email. Let me see. If you want to talk to somebody in the group and you want their email address, then just email me. Let me look over here. Just email me. There's my contact information. That's an old card, so sillybilly.com is still there, but my preferred web address is billthegeek.org. But there's my email address, there's my Mexico phone number, my USA phone number. But if you want to know somebody's email address, just email me, and if I have theirs, I'll get their confirmation, and then you guys can hook up and set up appointments like you see other people do. Let's go back to comments. But before we go back to comments, okay, Mary Jane, when I lived in Mississippi, we would say that it was so humid that you could cut the air with a stick. That's what it's like here in Mazatlan. That's one reason I'm leaving Mazatlan. Steve from KC, good morning. You're the best. Love the live program. Steve, thank you so much just for being here, and thank you for your support. Smart on 2 seats. Yeah, and it's not that $100 for 15 hours. Sure. Hope you do a video of the actual bus trip. Yeah, the downside. Okay, Steve, give us your preferred correct email address. Well, let me show you this again. Oh, you can't see it now. So let's do this. I'm clicking the buttons, but they're not. Oh my God. Yeah, there we go. Let me turn this off. There you go. That is my preferred email address, bill.dallas.lewis10@gmail.com. I get emails frequently from people. It's kind of hard to believe. Let's go back to here, turn that off. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on in comments now. I'm clicking the wrong button. I'm turning stuff off. There we go. Okay, so here we go. So what else is going on? What camera am I using right now? A success romance story. There's a guy that lives a block away from me. He's an American. He's 33 years old. He's been down here for 2.5 years. And we get together. We get together occasionally. We'll go to a bar and watch a NFL football game. He has a favorite team. So I hooked up with him about a year ago, and I've met his entire family. His niece watches the live broadcast every Saturday. His mom and dad are moving into my building, but we hooked up like a year ago. And he says, and then he had a girlfriend. So I met his girlfriend just one time. And I said, oh, well, so how's your girlfriend doing? And then he says, oh, we're engaged. We're engaged. He had only been here 1.5 years. He's 33. She's about the same age. We're engaged now. So he wanted to share with me. He wanted to say goodbye to me before I left. And so he emailed me and he says, let's get together for a beer. Let's go to La Katrina. We'll have a beer and send you off. So I hook up with him. And this is a romance story. It's a true romance story, a very true romance story. So we got together this Tuesday at 5 o'clock, and we're sitting there sipping on a beer. talking, and he says, "Oh, I got married." He married this woman. She's from Guatemala. Okay. He married the woman, and then he says, "Oh, and she's pregnant. She's pregnant. Yeah, we're getting married. She's pregnant. She's going to have the baby in like January." Oh, I congratulations. And like, see, Brian, pretty boy, maiden, you can come down here, meet some woman from Guatemala, get married, impregnate her, start a brand new family. Brian, come on down. But love happens in all over the world, even here in Mexico. Okay, and Ken Art. Thank you, Ken Art, so much for contributing to the channel. Thank you so much, very much. I greatly, here's your cut. Oh, last week was phenomenal. Here's your cut. We all know what Ken Art does, but thank you so much for contributing to the channel. And I can use that to travel and pay rent. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. For contributing to the channel. Okay, now, okay. So what camera am I on? So that is a true love story, and congratulations to my young American friend. He works online. He does counseling. Something just happened here. I got a message. I just got a message on my phone that said somebody just sent me money through the phone. Let's see what's going on with that. I think we got slow internet. Here we go. Donation received. Oh, somebody just sent me $10 from Susan. Susan, thank you so much for contributing to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Susan, for sending me that $10. Greatly appreciated. Okay, let me see what I'm doing now. Okay, so that's one story. I told you about the landlord, told you about my rent deposit. It's a great day thus far here in Mazatlan. Thus far, we have good internet. We have electricity. We don't have water dripping out of the roof. The computers are acting right. Our cameras are working just fine. And for those of you that have been here many times over the last 3 years, you all know that things can go wrong. I have so many connections to this computer, and the computers working together and cameras doing this and that. If you ask me how I did it, I couldn't tell you even how I couldn't, all this stuff that is all connected. So when it works, when the internet is working, electricity is working, the computers are working, and the cameras are working, yahoo! And just on another note, Susan contributed by clicking the donate button in the description below. So if you're watching the rebroadcast and you want to donate, all you got to do is scroll down, find the donate button, and that's good. And Susan's, and you see that Susan's saying, I was going to send you the money, but it was going to pay you in euros. I don't care. Pay me in euros, girl. That's fine. But I go to channels, specifically the Midas Touch, and sometimes I'll donate money to them. And when I donate money, it's really funny because I'll send them like 100 pesos. It's really funny. I'll send them 100 pesos, but all that shows up is 100, right? It doesn't say pesos. So 100 pesos is only like $5, right? And so all the other people that are watching that show, they say, wow, he just sent in like $100. No, it ain't $100. That's $5. Whatever. But thank you so much. Let's see what else is going on right here. Let's get that bus fare covered right on. Yeah, you got the right attitude, girl. You got the right attitude. Steve in Kansas City, do they have bathrooms in buses? Do they make lots of pit stops? How do they sell food to folks on buses? These are excellent. Oh, I need to change this. Those are all excellent questions. Yes, I've been on scores of buses in Mexico. The buses are pretty luxurious. I'm going to say the seats are very comfortable. They have electrical outlets below your seats. They have a little plug so you can charge your telephone on the bus. The bathrooms, every bathroom I've been in on a bus has been extremely clean. Really clean. I've never been in a funky bathroom. It's never like going to a bad gas station. It's never like that. I am going to take my own toilet paper. It's called Elite by Continental. Yeah, I'm gonna have a roll of my own toilet paper. Yeah. Okay. Now, do they make pit stops? This bus is going to go from Mazatlan to Tepic. And Tepic, that's like 3.5 hours. Then it'll probably stop there for like 15 minutes, let people get off. And you can ask the bus driver, how long are we going to be here? You know, he might say 15 minutes. He might say a half an hour. And then in every bus station I've been to, they do have fast food. Here in Mazatlan, they have Pizza Hut and Burger King. And then they have regular Mexican food that you can buy. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to stop in Tepic. Then we'll stop in Guadalajara, which is 3.5 hours from Tepic. And then once we hit Guadalajara, it'll be a direct ride to Morelia. So it's like 3 stops. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. But I'll tell you what, Guadalajara is it takes 2 hours to get through Guadalajara. But whatever. But the buses are really cool. Giorgio, Eduardo, 2 seats on the bus. It often happens when an airline needs a seat. There's an extra. They will commandeer all empty seats, even those you pay for. Hope your bus does not do this. No, they ain't going to do that. I paid for it. I'm going to sit in it. I got the ticket. I'll tell them it's my girlfriend's seat. You know, she's going to be there in a second. I'll tell them that she's got a black belt in bad attitude. That's what I'll tell them. Right on. Thank you, guys. What Mexican beaches are not hot any time of the year? I'm gonna say that's kind of a tough one, but I'm going to say probably if I'm thinking the northern part of the peninsula. In somebody help me with the pronunciation there. Encinitas, but that's up near San Diego, right across the border. Those should be cool. But I can't think of any beach that is not hot any time of the year. And somebody correct me, but I think all the beaches are going to be hot at least at some time of the year. And Brian, pretty boy, Maiden, thank you. Brian's not proud. He'll send that He'll send that Canadian money down here. Thank you so much, Brian Pretty Boy Mating, for supporting the channel. Thank you so much, always. Ken Art, Bill, what's going on with Mexico's water situation? Is there a shortage or what? Now, Ken Art, I know that they have challenges in Mexico and other cities. In Mexico City, yeah. But Mexico City is in a really funky situation. Their population is bigger than New York City, and they built the city on a swamp. So the city is actually sinking. It's a stupid, bad planning situation. So people are not getting water. And sometimes water is dependent upon electrical situations, like in Merida. I've heard that they've had electric situations there. It's so hot and humid, everybody uses their electricity. I've heard people that say the electric goes out like 5 times a day, on, off, on, off, on, off. So people can't pump their water in. But here in Mazatlan, there have been no problems. And I haven't heard David, who lives in Morelia, say any problems there. I haven't heard Ms. Sam say anything about problems in Morelia. So I think it's kind of spread all around. A little problem here, a little problem there, just like in the United States. Char Williams, thank you, girl, for contributing to the channel. That'll help me with my bus fare. And Axel Foley, hi. Much love to Bill and everyone. A beautiful day in the Poconos. 63 degrees. What a change in temperature from 2 weeks ago. It was like living hell. And that's the Midwest, right? Well, it's kind of the Midwest. So when it's nice, it's nice. But when that humidity kicks in, it's a mofo. It's a real mofo. Thank you guys and thank you, Jamie. Bill, one bus lunch. Thank you so much, Jamie. Thank you so much. And Jamie sent me some Airbnb tips this morning. Jamie sends me messages, and I got 2 this morning. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in bed, phone's going ding, ding, ding like that. And I'm thinking, well, where does he live? I mean, but I guess that's like 8 o'clock in the morning for him. So it's cool. But thank you very much for contributing to the channel. We have 73 people in the house, and we have 33 likes. Which bus company did you end up booking on, Bill? I booked, oh man, what? Elite. Yes, I booked on a bus company called Elite. And I looked it up on the internet, and I saw on the internet somebody in a group said that there are no direct buses from Mazatlan to Morelia. So I did a search, and I found that 2 companies actually did have a bus that went right from Mazatlan to Morelia. And one was Elite, and the other one, the company's called Futura. I've taken those both of those bus lines. Are very clean. All the buses are pretty much the same going from company to company. So, and then when you have 3 big suitcases and a desktop computer, I mean, the last thing you want to do is get to Guadalajara, take all that stuff off the bus. How are you going to carry 3 suitcases and though they have guys at every bus station, they have these guys with these big carts, and they'll come and put all your stuff on the cart, take it over to a different terminal. But I tell you what, Guadalajara's main bus station is almost like an airport. It's huge. And then they have different terminals and different buildings like an airport. And I'm going to say that there must be like 4 or 5 different bus stations. Some of them are private bus stations for one bus line. Some of them are groups of different bus companies, maybe 4 or 5 bus companies. Then you got your main terminal. Okay. So I'm going on, what did I say? Elite. I'm taking Elite. Real News Channel. Hope Joe Biden retires and moves to Mexico after that pathetic debate. Joe's been in Washington since the 70s. Find a spot for him in Mexico. Poor Joe. Joe had a cold. He wasn't feeling good. And we've all been there. You know, I mean, your prime time shows up and you got a cold, you got the flu. You know, God bless Joe, but Joe has a big heart. Joe has the biggest heart, and he's a knowledgeable person, and he's a great attorney, and he knows how to be good to people. He cares about people. And my dad told me many times, he said, son, when you get a doctor, you want a young doctor because they know all the new equipment and all the new stuff, and you want a young doctor. But then my dad said, but when you get an attorney, you want an old attorney. You want an old attorney because they know all the rules, and they've been working and cutting the deals, working with the judges, working with the system. They've done everything. They know people in the system, and that's what Joe Biden is. Joe Biden is, he's older, but he has a wonderful heart, good as gold, and he's not going to stab anybody in the back for a dime. Yeah, poor guy. Poor guy. PJ, Jacqueline, good morning, Mamo, and everyone. And for those of you that don't know, Mamo is Bill in Spanish. Steve, Ensenada is near Tequila. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Ensenada may have a cooler beach situation. It's in northern Mexico. Thank you, Steve. Crapo, Dr. John in humid New Jersey. Always great to see you in the house. Dr. John's been coming and joining us for years and years and years. He was going with me live before I even went live. Thank you, Dr. John. Helen, hi, Bill. Hi, all just got back from doing my laundry. You go, girl. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel good when you do your laundry? All your stuff is clean. I'm headed there right after this broadcast is over. Brian, thank you for the advertising. Don't forget to click that like button. We have 76 people in the house and 38 likes. David, I've been told that we have had enough rain that the lake leaves are back to normal. Very good. Okay, so in Morelia, the water situation is good. Thank you very much, David, who lives in Morelia. SP Steve in Kansas City, a solar bib now in Mexico on the houses. I'm adding it this summer here. Okay, is that like a solar panel? Joan Craig, Bill, tell us about your new place. Joan, I had a new place, but I mean, I've had a perfect landlord for the last 2 years. She's perfect. Upbeat, honest. She gave me my full deposit back. If you didn't catch that. If I call her right now, she's going to call me back. If she doesn't answer in like 5 minutes, if I email her, she's going to email me back in like 2 minutes. She's been like that for 2 years. So I had a place all lined up in Morelia. But then I called the guy and he didn't answer his phone like 2 times and didn't respond. And that was via WhatsApp. And then, so I sent him a message. He didn't respond to those. And then when he did respond, he was kind of rude. So, and then somebody else who is here with us today had dealt with this guy in the past. And this guy actually showed this person around Morelia and showed this person some properties. And this person said that guy was rude to her also. And so I said, no, I'm not dealing with that rude stuff. So I backed out. So Joan Craig, what I'm going to do is now that I got my deposit money back, I'm getting today. I'll book an Airbnb. Now I talked to Ms. Sam. She lives in Morelia, and I said, "Well, how did you find your apartment?" She's very happy there. She said, "Well, I got an Airbnb." She said there are a lot of apartments available in Morelia, very nice ones, and I just set some appointments. And over 3 days, I found a great apartment. So I'm going with her plan. I would use my Facebook plan, but that's how I met the bad landlord. So I'm for if I was going to a different city, I would use the Facebook search method. So right now I don't have a place. I'm get a nice Airbnb. Maybe I'll stay at the Airbnb for a month. Get a nice Airbnb. Take my time looking around. I want to find just the right spot. Because I'm in my apartment a lot, and so I'm really taking too long to answer this question, Ms. Craig. But you'll see it when I get it. You'll see it. You'll be seeing my Airbnb next week. I will be broadcasting live from Morelia next Saturday, most likely from my Airbnb. Okay, Axel Foley. Bill, are there passenger trains in Mexico? Yes. I just, it must have been about a year ago. I took the El Chepe train. It's like, it has 16 stops. Fabulous. I was on that for like 16 hours going through the mountains. They have many passenger trains here, and I'm not familiar with all of them. I remember I was in San Luis Potosi many years ago, and I had a girlfriend, Nelly Gonzalez, and we got on a train. I think we went somewhere on the train, but yes, they do have passenger trains in Mexico. So if I fly into Mexico City, then I'd take the bus to Morelia, right? Still trying to figure out my schedule in August. Yes, you can fly into Mexico City. You can take the bus to Morelia. And I'm thinking it should only be a 2 to 3 hour bus ride, which is not bad at all. I'd say you can do that. And if I'm not mistaken, and David helped me out here, but I think that Morelia has an international airport. So I believe that you could fly into Mexico City and then fly into Morelia. And that flight should only take like a half an hour, 45 minutes. So check that out. I'm pretty sure that will work. Mary Jane, go ahead and click the like button. Bill is awesome. Thank you, Mary Jane, for your support. You're right, Giorgio. It happened to me some years ago, but I never gave up my seat. There you go. There you go, Mary Jane. I look forward to hanging out with Joe. Okay. Okay. Giorgio, Real News Channel now bringing their right-wing BS into chats on YouTube. Oh, yeah. God bless freedom of speech. If it gets too freaky, then I just ban them from the channel. No problem. Deborah, Bill, why don't you drive anymore? When did you stop? Do you miss your car? Okay, well, let me just say that my car was made in Japan. So when I had a tourist visa, that was not a problem. When I had a 1-year visa, it was not a problem. When I had a 2-year visa, it was not a problem. And if you have a 1, 2, 3, or 4-year visa, you can bring your car down to the United States with United States license plates, and your visa is like for you and your car. It's almost like your car is part of your body or something like that. But when I got the permanent visa, once you get a permanent visa, then you have to nationalize your car. My car, a Lexus, was made in Japan, and you cannot nationalize a car that was made in Japan in Mexico. It's just illegal. Right now, there's no way to do it. So driving and police were stopping me, and and it was not good. So I got rid of the car about 8 months ago. Do you miss your car? I am so happy. I am so happy not to have a car. I see people driving cars all around. I'm so happy not to have a car. Cars are just a pain in the butt. I can't wait to get to Morelia, find a nice neighborhood. Okay, like when I get off this broadcast, I'm going to go to about 3 or 4 places, all within 4 or 5 blocks from here. I'm going to walk everywhere. You know, if when I go to the bus station, I'm going to get like an Uber. That's going to cost me like $4. It's almost downtown. Uber comes, I get in, I get out, and don't have to worry about parking, don't have to worry about car insurance, don't have to worry about accidents, don't have to worry about police people pulling me over and wanting to give them bribe money. I am so happy not to have a car. And I know I've said it before, but I know many millionaires down here that do not have cars. I know a lady, she owns like 3 properties. Yeah, she owns 3 properties. I mean, she could own 10 cars. She doesn't have a car. She walks everywhere, takes Uber or Didi everywhere. I am so happy not to have a car. Jim Foster, hi, Bill. What's the best resource to learn how to become a permanent resident in Mexico as an American? I'm Jim. Here's what I'm going to say. Let me click a couple of buttons here. Here we go. Go here. Just go to billthegeek.org. Go to FAQs and scroll down the page, and you will see in big letters, my immigration attorney. And my immigration attorney, he's gotten me like 3 visas. He got me 2 2-year visas and a permanent visa. And his name is Alvaro, and all of his contact information is there. He has helped hundreds of my subscribers get visas. My cousin that lives in Ajijic, she was living in Montana, moved to Guadalajara, and Alvaro helped her get a permanent visa. She had never even been to Mexico before. So contact Alvaro. He speaks fluent English. He's good at what he does. His office is in Guadalajara, though once a week, every week, he goes to Ajijic and helps people there once a week. but I think you can contact him and ask him questions. And he's helped people that live all throughout the United States. Also, the good thing about Albaro is a lot of getting any kind of they call them visa temporaires is what consulate you go to in the United States or what immigration office you go to in Mexico. And each office has a different set of rules. So Albaro, he knows which consulates in the United States are better. I'm going to say more friendly, less expensive. So anyway, contact Albaro. There you go. BillTheGeek.org, FAQs, and I think that will get you there. Axel Foley, have you made arrangements for someone to pick you up when you arrive in Morelia, or are you using Uber? Yeah, I'll just most likely I'll just get a taxi. I've been to Morelia before, and with all that luggage, depending on where my Airbnb is, the most they're going to charge me is about $7.50. Probably, I could probably get a taxi to Guadalajara for $7.50, but I'll just get a taxi, go to the Airbnb. I'll be good. That's what I'm going to do. Giorgio, Miss Sam, I've been a travel company owner for many years, and these things do happen. If they want the seat bad enough, they'll take it even on a bus. No, they won't. Not from Bill the Geek, because Bill the Geek don't pay. Don't play. Bill the Geek don't play. Are there any bullet trains in Mexico yet? I've heard they are building a bullet train. I forget the name of that train, but that is soon to come. Very good, Mexico. We have 80 people. We have 80 people in the house, 42 likes. Thank you, folks. And Dr. John, Crapo Productions in New Jersey. I want to buy your first round of cervezas when you get to Morelia Hidalgo. Chug it. Okay, dude. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. John. Thank all of you for showing up today. And as always, Dr. John, I think he came to the first live broadcast, but thank you so much, Doc. And I hope your family and your grandchildren are doing well in Pennsylvania, though I know you're in cloudy New Jersey. Probably got to cut that grass today. No high speeds in Mexico. I believe there is not now, but I think it's on the way. I think it's under construction. David, the airport in Morelia is pretty small. The bus station is about twice the size of the airport. There you go. Thanks, David. I look at flights, but they were expensive and not frequent. I love taking the bus in Mexico, so that's what I'll do. There you go. Not long, I'm thinking maximum a 3.5 hour bus ride. Ray Garcia, when moving furniture or big items, there's always people with trucks who will help for a fee. Okay, that's true. Yes, like many people on the planet, you wave some money in front of somebody's face, and next thing they're hopping to it. And I bought several things at Costco. I bought a giant refrigerator and a sectional leather couch at Costco in Guadalajara and shipped it to Chapala, which is like an hour drive away. And they don't Costco didn't even have their own moving department or anything. They had just these regular people, this lady who was at Costco all the time. So if you bought a refrigerator, a washer, dryer, something like that, Then this lady would call her people, and they'd have a pickup truck, and they put your stuff in her pickup truck. And the cost of the shipping was ridiculously cheap. Like, they're going to take your stuff from Guadalajara to Chapala, and it was like almost nothing. Like, it was almost like no money. Ms. Sam, it rains almost every day in Morelia for a couple of days now. Also, the weather has been great here in Morelia. It was a little cool and rainy last night. I tell you, Miss Sam, I love cool and rainy. I love cool and rainy. Matomi from Los Angeles wanted to get up early to wish you bon voyage. I normally don't roll out of bed until 10 o'clock. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And Dominique, Ms. Sam, that weather sounds so nice for the end of June. I'm looking forward to it. Anywhere where it is chilly at nighttime, I got to put on a hoodie. I'm good to go with some of that. I love putting on a hoodie instead of sweating and tossing and turning. Miss Sam, Mexicans are not aggressive people. They don't bully people. They are very respectful people. You're describing the United States people's attitudes. Okay, right on. Lenora Wilson, wishing you safe travels. Looking forward to seeing your videos from Morelia. Lenora Wilson, thank you so much. Ray Garcia, it's easier flying to Guadalajara and lots of nice cities like PV, a 3.5 hour ride. Yes. Yeah. Guadalajara, Mexico City. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Ray, for the tips. Okay. So we have 75 people in the house and 43 likes. Thanks everyone for showing up and contributing to the channel. What's going on? A few things that I will miss. You know, I do my walk thing Monday through Friday. It's a great way to start my day. I get up. I've been leaving the house around 5:15 in the morning, but it's a great way to clear my head early in the day and get my positive attitude together. Let's see. And this is how my day starts. This is my porch. I've shown you guys this shot before, but when I leave my apartment door, this is what I see before my 1 hour walk through a very peaceful community into the marina. I mean, this is beautiful. I'll be taking these walks in Morelia. I've been walking. I do like 4 miles, 5 days a week. I had a perfect June. I didn't miss a day in June. And it's really good for your health, and it's not hard. It keeps my weight down. But this is how I start my day, with a look at beautiful sun coming up. And a part of this walk every morning is walking across this canal. And so I will walk Monday. I will walk Tuesday. Those walks will be across this canal. And it's so cool because they have fish. And I count how many fish jump up and down, in and out of the water. It's just beautiful. Then I walk by the marina. And then, of course, on Tuesday night, I'll be getting on the bus. Now, this is actually not in Mazatlan, but it's a double-decker bus. But look at how clean it is. Look how clean the bus station is. Just a no trash. You can't see one napkin on the ground. That's how most of the bus stations are in Mexico. And then, yeah, there you go. Nice and clean La Linea. That's a nice bus line. I've never been on SOAR. But this we'll go into the bus here there you go. Here we are inside the bus, and you can see all the buses have these little things in there so you can watch movies. There you go. Big Bang Theory. You can listen to music. They give you headphones. The buses are cool. The buses is very cool in Mexico. Another thing you guys won't be seeing anymore. I won't be showing you the walking down the Malecon. No more. The Malecon, I used to tell people it was like 17 miles long, 13 miles long. Some guy corrected me and said the Malecon is 8.5 miles. Sure, the ocean is beautiful. Lots of restaurants to see all of the time. The beautiful ocean. I'll miss those things. And then all the little statues. I've started many dates at the Piano Man. Meet me at the Piano Man. But the little communities near El Centro, if I were to live, that's right in downtown Mazatlan. So many wonderful communities, and look at all the people out walking. Health is a big thing to a lot of people from all over the world in Mazatlan, just walking around El Centro and looking at the sights, the wonderful sights of Mazatlan. Those are will I miss that? Some people have asked me, well, aren't you going to miss the ocean? Well, aren't you going to miss the ocean? I'm just going to say no. Hey, the ocean is cool. The ocean is cool. But let's say hello. Hawkins, hola, todos. That means hello, everybody. Great to see you, Hawkins. Is there a real coffee? Is there a real coffee culture in Mexico? Yes. You got coffee freaks down here. Yeah, they got a real coffee culture down here. Yes, they do. Currently, the weather in Morelia is 66 degrees. I'm excited for you, Bill. Going to cooler temperatures. I'm telling you, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Ms. Sam, the weather sounds divine. Escaping soon to Mexico City from respite from the Texas heat. Daily showers. I'm here for it. Yeah, I've heard that Mexico City has wonderful weather. It's cool. Bucerias now. I take Cosmopolitan bus from Bucerias to Guadalajara, and it's a smooth, comfortable ride. I've taken the bus from Puerto Vallarta to Guadalajara many times, but I took Vallarta Plus bus line, but it's not bad. It's like 4.5 hours. And anyone that has ever driven from Guadalajara to Puerto Vallarta, that the last 159 kilometers is the drive from hell. It's 2 lanes, twist and turn through the mountains. People have to get killed on that every day. But it's so nice to be on the bus with the bus driver doing all that stuff instead of you driving, though. They should have completed the freeway, the autopista. It's a toll road that goes from Guadalajara to Puerto Vallarta. It used to take like 4.5 hours to drive, but with the new autopista, it should only take 2 hours. I would like an update on that. Is that complete yet? Let's keep on cruising. Dominique, that morning walk of yours in Mazatlan sounds so similar to the one I had every day during my walking commute to work in Japan. Hoping to find something similar in Morelia seems very walkable. And what I like about Morelia thus far is it's not totally flat, but it's fairly navigatable, fairly flat, unlike San Miguel Allende, with limited cobblestone streets, I think. We'll see. 1972 NYC. You ever visit La Paz or Ensenada? I was thinking about I thought about visiting there. We have subscribers that live in La Paz. But I checked out the pricing, and it was just a bit too pricey for right now. To get there from Mazatlan, I could take I could take a boat over there. It's like a 12-hour boat ride. One way that would cost me like $120. Then Los Cabos, La Paz, Ensenada would be on the northern peninsula. I would love to start in Tijuana and go all the way down to Los Cabos, but that's going to be expensive. So I'm thinking in another 2 years, hopefully in 2 years, my YouTube channel grows enough that I can afford a trip like that. Yeah. But that's, for me, I want to get to the peninsula. I want to explore the entire peninsula well, but I'm thinking that's going to cost me like $1,000 to $2,000. And that is not in the budget as of yet. Ken Art, one of my favorite coffees is Mexican Chiapas coffee. Okay, Ken Art, right on, dude. I've read that Cuernavaca is so popular historically, fairly close to Mexico City. Also, I'll have to check that out. I see there's a lake area near Morelia. Have you looked into the lake area? Water is so very popular everywhere with everyone. Are there timeshares around there anywhere? I'm sure there are a million. The population of Morelia is 1 million people. I'm sure there are timeshares there. They have lots of lakes in Morelia. Yeah, there's a lot of water there. Here you go. David's talking. He lives there. Mexico City is about 1,000 feet higher in elevation than Morelia. That's why it's a little cooler there. Thank you for that update, David. Thank you so much. And he lives in Morelia. I just have a few more. I have a few more images to share with you. One thing that I really enjoyed about Mazatlan was just walking around El Centro in general, but actually going down there at nighttime. So many restaurants, so many bars and museums, and the people. It's an international crowd. I mean, it's just beautiful and so relaxing, wonderful and relaxing and safe. Look how mellow everyone is. And of course, I think I did Christmas here in Morelia. Oh, here in Mazatlan a couple of times. They have all the decorations and all the festivities, and everybody's real excited. Christmas was a lot of fun here in Mazatlan. And then they, of course, they have a ballet, Christmas ballet in Mazatlan. Just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Look at her. Is she a cutie or what? And she's going to share some love. Christmas in Mazatlan. Oh, yeah. So I went to El Centro. Went to El Centro a lot. I love El Centro. If I could do it again, I would live in El Centro. Though El Centro is kind of pricey, and Mazatlan overall is getting kind of pricey. But I do remember going to this place. This is about a mile from where I live now. There's Oxo right there. It's a trailer park. I did a video on the trailer park. It's about a mile from where I live. And outside of the trailer park, all of these restaurants, look at all the Americans and the Canadians in there. You wouldn't even know this was Mexico, actually. But here we go in the trailer park. And most of these people are expats, Canadians or Americans. I didn't see any Mexican people in here. And this guy invited me in. I forget the guy's name. I did a video on this. He invited me into his trailer so he could show me his grill and his patio. Yeah, he was happy. He was a happy man. Yeah, just a few of the fabulous things, and I've shown you guys this clip maybe a little too much, but you've seen it. This is probably one of my favorite restaurants near El Centro, called La Marea. Great seafood, great views. And who can't like a view like that? Who can't like eating dinner and maybe sipping some wine in a situation like that? Okay, you are very welcome. 1972, you are very welcome. Ever spent time in Puebla? It's a walled city. There's a volcano nearby too. Puebla. I can't wait to get there. And let's look at Mr. Map, because people don't have no clue where Puebla is. So let's come down here. And this is a wonderful reason that I'm moving to Morelia. You can see Morelia right over here. Somebody just talked about Cuernavaca right here. And here is Puebla over here. Let me zoom out. Here's Morelia. Here's Mexico City. I'm thinking maybe 3.5-hour bus ride from Morelia to Mexico City. I'm thinking maybe another 3.5 hours from Mexico City to Puebla. So that's doable for me. That's like a 6-hour, 7-hour bus ride. I can go to the city of Puebla, which is closer to Mexico City. That looks like it's about 2.5 hour drive from and this is why I'm going to Morelia, so I can visit the state of Puebla, the city of Puebla, and make videos for you guys in those cities. Okay, now let's see what's going on over here now. 72 people in the house. We have 47 likes. Let's go back to comments. Okay, now, here we go. Okay, here, Axel Foley. Jim Foster Real Estate. Contact Yvonne. She did all my paperwork in Mexico for my temporary visa residency. I just had to show up at immigration in Querétaro. Google her company, Host Relocation. There you go. There you go, Jim Foster Real Estate. Right on. La Dulce Vita. I loved Puebla. Spent a month there last year winter. Oxlixco with the volcano was so pretty. Then took the bus from Puebla to Huatuco on the newly opened highway. Views were incredible. I can't wait to do videos on all of that stuff, and it'll be in my neighborhood. I'll be able to make some great videos. Ken Art, Tijuana, Rosarita, Ensenada are very close to San Diego on the Pacific. On the Sea of Cortez size, try Loreto, La Paz, Los Cabos. You might try as two separate trips. Yeah, I want to do all of that. Ken Art, and we will. It may take me another couple of years. Brian Maiden, thanks for Brian, pretty boy Maiden, thank you so much for coming in, for contributing to the channel financially, for clicking the like button, being with us. Have a great trip. And yeah, Brian, thank you so much. Dominique, such beautiful views from the seaside restaurant. Yeah, it's called La Maria. It's great. Miss Sam, you too, Brian. Disfruta tu dia. Disfruta means enjoy your day. SP, anything like the village, anything like Villages, Orlando area there? You know, senior gate villages. Yes, I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are for sure. You know, okay, now I just have another couple of clips. I just have another couple of clips. Will I miss the pool? Well, I'm not a pool goer. But that's the view. That's the view from my deck. Actually, that's a drone shot. But I walk by the pool every day. You guys won't be seeing any more of that. And I think probably you can not like it when it's hot as hell and you can't go up there because you might melt. But the ocean, will I miss the ocean and the beach? And look at how I mean, that's 3 blocks from where I live. How can you not like that? But beauty and nature is peace, and it comes in so many different forms. But just look at all the people with their children, no arguing, no fighting, everyone just enjoying life. And the wonderful sundowns at the beach, wonderful sundowns at the beach every night, almost 350 days a year. Who can, and that's 3 blocks from where I live. Mazatlan has been very, very good to me. It's been a joy. It's been a lot of fun living here. Okay, now here we go. Okay, you guys. Okay, here we go. So, you guys, I'm getting ready to go pick up my laundry. Where am I now? What camera are we on? Next week, I will not be saying broadcasting live from Mazatlan. I'll be saying broadcasting live from some Airbnb in Morelia, Mexico. So let's see what happens. I'll take all the video I can. Most of my bus time travel will be at nighttime. But I'm thinking the sun will be coming up when we get to Guadalajara around 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be able to take some Guadalajara traffic views early morning. What's the road like? What are the bus stations like? And stuff like that. And who knows? And then I'll be in Morelia Wednesday at noon, walking around the neighborhood for the Airbnb. What am I going to eat? All that kind of stuff. So, so we'll see what happens. We'll see who knows what will happen this week. Okay, you guys. So I'm getting ready to rumble on out of here. Grazie. Hope to see you next week. Thank you, David. Grazie mille. Bon weekend. Tutti. Okay, whatever. Robert H. Have a good trip. I was back in Mazatlan in April for 2 weeks, and we really enjoyed to be there again. Ajijic sounds like a good place due to the weather for sure. That's okay. Okay. Dominique, thank you. That's very important. Dominique, thank you. Have a good day. You have a good day, Dominique. Axel Foley, adios to you, Hawkins. Que tengan bien dia. Everyone, have a good day, everyone. I love your spirit of adventure. We live those adventures too. Right on, Steve and KC. Thanks to you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, KC, Steve, Meg, M. Safe travel. Enjoy your trip. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, Char. Thank you, Ms. Sam. And we're gonna say adios. Thank you, Robert Galindo. And I want to say thank you to everyone for joining us today. Let me go over here, click this button. So I'm out of here for the last time. My last broadcast in Mazatlan. This is Bill the Geek broadcasting live for the last time in Mazatlan, Mexico. Come join us next week. If you're not a subscriber and you like the content, click the subscribe button. And if you want to donate and you're watching the rebroadcast, there's a donate button in the description below. And if you haven't joined our new Facebook group, it's called Mexico Expats Bill Dallas Lewis. A link to that new, we have about 249 subscribers. You could be number 250. So anyway, I'm out of here. I'm headed to the laundromat. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. Life is too short not to be surrounded by love and be enjoying life each and every day. So let me see. Let me click this button. I got to click this button over. Yeah. So that's it, folks. I'm out of here. Thank you for joining. Thanks for coming. Thanks for just showing up. Thanks for clicking the like button. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being who you are. So adios, hasta luego, que te vaya bien. And we'll see you next Saturday, and we'll see what goes on with this brand new adventure. Love you all. Adios.